Welcome back to the Code on Code channel, and today we will have a look at the threat intelligence tools. I also wanted to say thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone who supports me. And as always, we will have a secret animal hidden inside of the video, so keep an eye out and stay warm. Task 1. This is the room outlines. You can also see by categories over here what will be, so I'm just gonna press complete. Now we go to the task 2 and it's threat intelligence, and we covered this in a previous room, so please have a look at that if you feel confused, and we just go to the next question. Task 3, it's URL scan IO. That's a free service developed to assist in scanning and analyzing websites. So if you go to this website, you can see that by pasting the link or typing it, you can do the public scan. I did the public scan of TryHackMe for the example. And here we have the scan results. What is the scan results? That's essential. It's summary, HTTP, redirects, links, behavior, and indicators. So all this category you can see over here, and the same things, it's over here. So let's go to our scenario 1. We have the summary, and it says over here that this website contains 48 IPs and 3 countries across 36 domains. You can also see the detected technology that the website uses, the page requests, and the cookies. They use 30 cookies, 52 domains, and you can see the country IP addresses that they use. You can also see the links that website use, like business.tryhackme.com or store.tryhackme.com, and they have Twitter account, etc. So now let's see our question. What was TryHackMe's Cisco umbrella rank based on the screenshot? So let's go, and here we have the Cisco umbrella rank of the primary domain is 34, 56, and 12. So we just write this number. How many domains did URL scan IO identify on the screenshot? And we can see it's 13 domains. What was the main domain registrator listed on the screenshot? And here we have live information, and their domain registrator, it's Namecheap Inc. What was the main IP address identified for TryHackMe on the screenshot? And we can see right before the domain name we have our IP address. Even so it doesn't look like IP address, it is what they're asking for. And you just can copy or write by yourself. I copy and paste and fix the errors. Let's go to the task 4, and we have Abuse.ch. Abuse.ch is a research project which was developed to identify and track malware and botnets. So we have 5 of them listed over here. First one is Malware Bazaar. Let's go to it. So Malware Bazaar is a database which was created to identify sample of malware which family it belongs to. So you can upload it using the API or maybe manually, and it also shows you the most seen malware in past 24 hours. So you could use this database to help you to create your own, or maybe to use it as your original one. So next one we go to the FEDO tracker, and let's see what we will find. So FEDO tracker use botnet C2 IP block list. They have a couple of them. So first one will be recommended version, and the next one will be more aggressive version. So you can use one. So botnets is the bots that try to basically to cause your website denial of the server, so it will be not able to access or maybe process any requests. So that's what you don't want to happen, and you can just blocklist these IP addresses and they wouldn't be able to access your website. Next one, we go to the SSL blacklist. So SSL blacklist is basically the corrupted certificates. So there's the ones that you don't want to trust. So for example, if you go to the Google, it's a trustworthy website, so it has a correct SSL certificate that you can trust to. But there's some websites that pretend to be trustworthy, but they are not. So you can download the file of blacklisted SSL certificates authorities. Next one, URL house. So as the name says, it's the URLs basically that are not safe for you. So as you can see, they can run some script, or maybe they can open and it will be as a PDF version or .map. So they are basically malicious. Please do not click on any of this malware URL, and basically if you can, you need to list them as a block list malware URLs. Next, when you go to the ThreatFox, so ThreatFox is basically indicator of compromise. That's how you can tell if your device was compromised. And you can see the malware family that was seen the most in indicator of compromise. And you can use this information to make your company or your device more safe. So let's go to the questions. And we have the IOS, and there is the number and is identifier under which malware lies named on the ThreatFox. And we go to the ThreatFox. We open it in a database, and as you can see, we can search by pressing IOC, which is indicator of compromise, and our number. Press enter and we can see the malware family, and we need associated malware, which is Katana. Now we go to which malware is associated with JAS3 fingerprint, and we have number SSL blacklist. So we go to we close that one, we go to SSL blacklist, and we see JAS3 fingerprints. We click details, and here we have a search, so we will try to search. We copy that and paste it, and you can see it's 3dex, and that's our answer. Now we go to the next one. From the statistics on the page URL house, that malware hosting network has SN number. You need to notice that it's statistics page. So you go to our URL house, and we need to go to the statistic page, which is in access data. We have statistics, and now we need to look for this number. So you can use Ctrl F or Command F, and you can look at the number. And as we can see over here, we have this is our answer. Which country is the botnet of IP address associated with according FEDO tracker? So we go to our FEDO tracker. And we need botnet IP address. So let's go over here and we just paste IP address. Search. And we have our results, and we see this is Georgia country, and we need the country, and the country is Georgia. So in the next task we are talking about the PhishTool. The PhishTool is created for you to perform email analysis, and you can update your email in the tool section, and it will give you explanation like headers, received lines, security, and also source as well. So you can view all of this information and use it as email analysis tool. So let's go over here. Core features include, so perform email analysis, heuristic and intelligent, which means that it will provide you with understanding of techniques and precisions they try to use in the email, and classification. Is it phishing email or is it not? Or maybe something else that needs to be reported. So that's basically the core features of this tool. Let's go to our practice. We open, as it says over here, what social media platform attacker trying to post as in the email, and we need to open it through the folder, and we open it with Thunderbird mail. Okay, it's opened. So, and what platforms they try to use, never miss an update with LinkedIn app, and they try to make you download the app, and it says you received the LinkedIn notification emails. So you just write LinkedIn as the platform that they try to say that they are from. Why it's not the LinkedIn? Because it says it came from the person who doesn't own LinkedIn domain, so they just send you a phishing email. What is the sender's email address? So as we can see, it's dark.abut.tala, and you just try to write it. Next one, what is the recipient email address? Recipient is someone who the attacker tried to deliver email, so that's cabbagecarehotmail.com. What is the original IP address? Defang the IP address. Defang means that we're gonna put the brackets, so it's usually used so you not accidentally click on this IP address. It's more safer version. So to find this, we go to the more settings, put view source, and we see that we have authentication results, and this is the IP address that sender used, and we just defined it and press submit. How many hops did the email go through to get the recipient? Hops is this kind of parts, so as many you see received, you just need to count how many received, and that's basically your hops. And in our case it's 4 received, so we just write 4. Let's move to the task 6, and we have Cisco Talos. Cisco is the organization that collects massive amount of information, and it's all could be used for the threat analysis and intelligence. And you can see they have threat intelligence and interdirections, which is quick correlation and tracking threats. They have detection research, they have engineering and development, and all of these features you can use in Talos, which is developed by Cisco. And let's move to the Talos. So here we have a couple of categories, and we can go to the intelligent search, and we can see by clicking on any of these, we can see the IP address, host name, last name, volume, and email type. And you can see that's the malware, and the orange one is usually was the spam. Yes, this one orange is the spam, and the blue one you can see it's legitimate. So that's the IP address that is confirmed. So let's go to the another part. Here's the example that they show you how to use the software. And for this question, why the question is already answered, it's because that's the old version of the question answer. So as we can go over there in intelligent search, as they ask what is the listed domain IP address from the previous task, and if you place the listed IP address that we put in the previous task, you can see that the domain now it's hpservers.com, but the previous answer was scnet.net. So for now it's just this answer, and I hope it will be changed to this one. But for now I just need to press this one as the answer to be correct. What is the customer name of the IP address? Before it was in this section, but now you cannot find anything in this section, and you will need to go to the ipinfo.io, and place this IP address over here in the search bar, and you can find that the company is Complete Web Reviews. So you just copy that and paste it. Today our secret animal is tree kangaroo. Now for the task 7, scenario 1, we need to use again the analyzing tool for the email too. So we go to the emails, and we open with Thunderbird mail. Okay, now when it's been opened, we can see the email recipient, and that will be Chris. So we will put his email over here. We press submit, and now on the virus total, the attached file can be identified by detection analyse with start with H. So what is happening over here? So we could go to the virus total and just upload the email, but since my VirtualBox is a bit slow, I'm not gonna do it here, and we're gonna go another way. We're gonna go through the terminal. So you just write ls, which is list the all folders and packages. We see desktop, that's where we need to go, because that's where our emails. So you press desktop. Now you go and see your email folder, and when you see it, you just press like this. And now we have a look at our second email. So for the intelligence, so for the Cisco Talos intelligence, we will need to go to Cisco Talos intelligence, and here we see file hash sh256. So that's basically the format of the file hash that we need to get. To get it, we just write it the same things and add a little sum, so, and write our email. And now we see the hash value of that email. You just copy it use copy from here, not Ctrl-C or Command-C. So after copying it, you just paste it here. So after pasting it, you will have these basically results from the search, and it's quite hard to find it over here. Something will start with H and it is not the answer, so it doesn't show you over here. That's why we will go to the virus total, and on the virus total you could search by hash or just, as you can see, upload file. So we search by hash, and as you can see over here, something will start with H is hidden text worm.gen. That's what we need for our answer. So that will be our identifier. Now let's go to the scenario 2, and in this scenario we have to analyze email 3. So let's open email 3 as always. Okay, after opening the email we have our email, and we look at the name of the attachment, and this attachment is called sales recipient, and that's what we will write. Now press submit. So after restarting the page, it shows the correct answer, and I'm waiting for the VM to load again. And we have the question, what family malware associated with attachment, and we will need to find the hash again at the same method as we did before. So we go to the terminal. This is terminal. We're doing the same things, which is cd desktop. Alas, we see our emails. Now we look at our email again. So we write sh256 sum, and we write email 3, and that's our hash value. So you copy the hash value. Just a second. Let's see if it's copied. Okay, now we just look at it as we did before. So to identify malware family, we go to our detection allies section, and each of them has like kind of extension of the malware, and here we have a Dridex. This is basically a malware family, if you remember from our previous exercise, which was, I think, over here. Dridex, and that's basically the same answer here. And you can see that Dridex mentioned here also more than one time. It's mentioned here, and it's also mentioned over here, so that's basically our right answer, Dridex. Finally it's loaded. Now we just close the terminal and the machine, and we go to, there is more out there, and you can see the room that you can go to, and we just press complete. Yeah, and we did